We partied and traveled and had a blast this summer. Cocktails, late nights, and skipped workouts felt great until they suddenly didn't. Now that September is here, getting back into the groove can be challenging. That's what we'll be talking about today on The Healthy View. Hello, everyone. We're so excited to be back with you again after our summer break. I hate to break the news to you, but summer is over, my friends. Kids are back in school, traffic is building up, and your routines are back in place. Or are they? During summer, taking it easy and taking off time from our regular routines can be super good for us. But it can be really hard to get back into a regular groove if you stopped going to the gym, ate out all the time, or indulged more than usual. So how do you do it? I'm Lisa Lutin, and I'm here with my beautiful and brilliant co-hosts, Andrea Beeman and Michelle Leota. We are all expert health coaches who've collectively helped thousands of people around the world get happier and healthier while staying sane and having fun. Michelle, what is your advice for our listeners today?
You know what? I have never in my life been happier to see a September and just get my life back on track. The summer for me was not so much about traveling, maybe a little bit of travel, a little bit of partying, but I've gone through some big stuff this summer. You know, the past few months, I actually filed for divorce. I have moved. Things have been all up in the air and in like a very good way. So don't feel bad for me. It's a good thing, but it's also like a, oh my God, like what box are my sweaters in kind of way. So definitely like a little more scattered than usual. So I think that part of getting yourself back on track, whether it's, big life changes or that you've been traveling all summer, part of it is just knowing like what track you want to be on. You know what I mean? If you think, for example, like you should go to the gym every day, like that's the track that you want to be on, but you honestly hate the gym, it's not going to work, right? You're going to be fighting that track subconsciously every day, and you're just going to get derailed immediately. Similarly, if you hate your marriage, not that I know anything about that at all, but if you're not clear on what you want to do about it, I mean, you're really not on a track. You're just sort of spinning in circles. So I say, let's start by choosing very, very consciously, where do we want to go? Like, what track do you want to be on? And then you can figure out how you're going to get there. So I was actually thinking about a track. I had to like Google this, you guys, because I was like, all right, a railroad, it has like two beams that go like this, and then the little pieces that go across. I didn't know what any of it was called. I was going to whip out one of my kids' like Thomas the Tank Engine books. But there's, the two parallel rails made out of steel, and then the wood pieces go across like in a very regular, boom, 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 kind of moving you forward. And that's how I think about getting back on track, especially for the fall when it's all about more predictable routines. The school bus comes at the same time every morning. Even if you're not getting on it, the kids in your neighborhood are. And everything becomes like a lot more steady, predictable, and routine. I think that's what makes for progress. It's not all coming together right away. I think like I have to be really gentle with myself, and we all should be gentle as we go from like a more scattered summer to a more structured fall, because this week we had to figure out like, what is the routine going to be? When do we wake up in the morning so we can be ready so I could get the kids on the bus? And my little guy, it's his first day of kindergarten this year. So they're like, doing the school bus together, taking karate lessons, and my work day has had to shift to accommodate, the new school schedule. So it's going to take a couple weeks to get comfortable with all of this and to get a routine established. But I'm saying, let's just embrace the routine and set the train tracks down. It's going to be so helpful to have that regular pattern moving forward. What do you have to say about that, Andrea?
Well, the train kept rolling all night long. I say, holy crackerjacks, girl. First of all, congratulations for getting yourself back on track so quickly. Many people will wallow for years and not make a hard decision because it's too painful for them, but you did it. So bravo, sister.
Thank
You know what
you.
you needed and you made it happen. There's no time. You don't have any time for bull crap. And I like that. Now, someone will need to buy your ex-husband a rocking chair. So I'll tell you why. Have you ever seen those old guys that are sitting out on the porch and they're just rocking on the front stoop? And you say, hey, how you doing, buddy? And they go, she was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh.
And they look off into the distance, glazed eyes. It's like they've never been the same again after the woman left them. So he's going to need a rocking chair for his support.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So as far as getting back on track, I love support. Meaning when I feel off or out of sorts, or I can't find my grounding, I reach out to my support system, whether it's my acupuncturist, my energy worker, my body worker, my shaman, my psychic. Yep, I got a psychic.
Of course you do.
Of course, because there's this body and then there's the astral body, and there's so much stuff to take care of. So when I get off track, I know that I need to step back and have someone else take a look at me and give me their assessment. And then from their assessment, I say, oh yeah, okay, this is what I need to do. This is what, right? I always have to check in with my own inner compass to see if it resonates with me. So also when I'm working with my clients, I have them list the people in their lives that support them, including me. Like I have them put me on their list to reach out when they feel like they're falling off track. And it's a matter of accountability. Right? What do you need help with? You need help with your diet. You need help with your lifestyle. Do you need a new herbal protocol? What can I support you with? Because everybody falls off track now and then, and we all need help and we all need support. So our support system can give us love, companionship, ideas, medicine, nourishment, and of course, accountability. Now, you can certainly try and get yourself back on track by yourself when you've derailed, but it's much easier when you have other people on your team helping you and supporting you in the process. That's what I got.
I love that. And first of all, I want to agree with Andrea about you, Michelle. Kudos for taking action and building a new track for your life. It takes a lot of courage and an acceptance of uncertainty, which we all struggle with. Maybe Andrea doesn't. I'm guessing Andrea doesn't struggle with uncertainty, but most of us do. And I think that, you're a great role model, for so many people out there that just build that new track. So that's awesome. For me and my clients, I always say it's not how many times you fall off track, it's how many times you get back on. And because I'm a empty nester and I've spent years and years, being at my children's schedule, I finally don't have to anymore. So I'm traveling a lot, working from different places, but I do get off track when I do because I don't have my regular routine. So when I come home, I actually get really excited about getting back on track and getting back into my groove because it feels familiar, it feels healthy, and it feels really terrific. And it took me years to get to this place. And it also helped that I developed a really good morning routine. So I literally go right back to that morning routine where I'm meditating and tapping and exercising and eating healthy. And it's like, boom, I'm right back on. So when my clients come in, they go, oh my God, I'm off track. I'm like, great, awesome. You know what to do. Don't beat yourself up. It's human. Nobody stays perfect all the time, and just get back on track. And we take away a lot of the shame around it and the guilt and all that negative stuff that doesn't really help us anyway. So I'm a big fan of creating these routines, and just, you don't have to think. It's kind of like muscle memory of just getting right back into a good place, and just keep starting again and again and again and again. It's all good.
Thanks for joining us today. We are happy to be back on track with this podcast for the fall. So please let us know what you would like to hear about. You can leave a rating, leave a review on iTunes, and we're also happy to drop you a quick note in your inbox every time a new episode is released. You can sign up for those notifications at healthyviewshow.com. See you next time.